Okay. All right, so everything looks perfect, right? Let me just check one more time that are we live? Content live. Okay, so we are live, right? Okay, so we are live. We can continue with the bug fixing. Let me just open the GitHub repository. So here we are. So we are trying to fixing this bug. This one. Right. Okay. So this bug just saying us to properly handle the capital A and capital I Vim motions, which is a very basic thing. Like capital A is just to go end of the line, and the capital I is just to go start of the line. So we have to fix those Vim motions for our plugin. So currently, uh, if I do something like if I open a new window and go to another thing and open the window like that, then we have some issues. Like if I go to if I press capital A, then you can see, oh, wait a minute, wait just a minute, file in it. I have to discard my changes actually. Okay, let's just discard this thing. I have to reopen this thing. Let's open the directory. And if I press capital A, you can see my cursor is at the end of the line, but it's not actually. Because if I just do set conceal 0, you can see my cursor is actually at the after the meta key associated with this line. So that's the kind of a problem we are facing. So this is the thing that we have to fix in this live stream. I mean, we can try to fix this thing. actually. So there we are. Now, a very common fix that I am trying to do is with the remapping the capital A and capital I with my actions, which can do this for me. Exactly, I don't exactly getting what the starting at the ending position of the file name actually, because while searching through this line, I'm getting this UTF-8 character, which is an icon, and this thing causing some problem because this UTF-8 character takes 4 bits and they will not count in this buffer. So this this is kind of annoying thing about this approach of rendering. So I have to try a different approach to solve this issue. Like there is one more thing, like instead of doing a capital A to go end of the name of the file like this, we can do something like instead of capital A, we can replace the capital A motion with dollar, which will move your cursor to the end of the line actually, but it will leave you in the normal mode. Then we can uh, go back like this, right? We can go back like that, and then we can do one E, which will bring us to the end of the file name. So if anyone knows the better Vim motion for that, like go to the end of the line, then just to give me a hint. I mean, it's kind of so if I do capital E, wait a minute. So this is E, right? So this is E, and this is capital E. Okay. So B. If I want to jump on the previous word, what I have to do, I'm not sure. Like if I can press capital B, it will move to the starting of the first character, I mean first word. But I want to traverse with the, you know, let's ask the DeepSeek, I think, what are the opposite Vim motion of E, right? E and W. In the Vim motion, okay, or GE. So this Vim motion can be combination of two words, I mean two characters, GE. So I'm gonna go GE, GE. That makes sense. So I have to press 2 times GE, but there is one thing, like if we don't have the meta ID in that thing, then what to do? Let's say if I search, if I try to search backslash 6, so it puts my cursor at the starting of that thing. And what if I do something like search this thing with a space and do an insert? Okay, we can successfully go to the end of this file name, but the problem is, what if the ID doesn't exist? Like if I create a new file like init.lua and wait a minute, set conceal 0, and if I create a init.lua here, so this doesn't contain any meta key. So I think in that case we should simply do an A operation. I think capital A will lead us to the ending of the line. But there is another motion, like if I have to go, that doesn't make any sense. Okay, let me just print everything one by one. So if I do print uh, for I is equals to I equals 1 with the C line, do print C line I. Let's see what this thing does, and let's reopen. Okay, uh, well, let's reopen that thing and set conceal to 0 and press capital A. So this gives us a nil value. Why? Hmm. Why is this thing happening? I mean, C line should be, should be a string. Vim dot inspect dot C line, and I'm gonna try to do set conceal, and if I could press capital A, it returns me a string, but I can't traverse through it. So let's see how we can traverse, how to traverse through a Lua string. So that's it for this thing, I guess. Oh, okay. Hmm. So we need a sub function, I mean substring function. Okay, got it. So wait a minute. So we have to do sub and I. Let's try to do that thing and let them feel like that. So we are printing these characters. Okay, I think something is wrong. So something is wrong. So let me handle that thing. Oh, okay. Let's do this thing and try to the same. Okay. So as you can see, these are some UTF-8 characters. So this is a 6-bit string. So dot get, and then we have this thing. I think icons are always be visible, right? Icons will always be there. That means so how many of them let us print C line. Okay, and do that. 11 characters are there in the string. So there are 11 characters in the string, so we have to um, just give me a moment. So right, I think instead of doing this AI motion, we should use auto commands for that, I guess. So I'm going to remove this motion, and I want to set up some auto commands for this for constraining the cursor. But there is a problem. This is the how many characters are there? Like one, if we count correctly, then let's consider to 0 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But there is an extra character with this thing, and if I do like lua equals win.api.nvim get current line, and we do sub, no, find. If we find that the occurrence of the get, so dot get, so this is 5 and 8. So starting 4 characters are occupied this by this, so there are 3 characters, right? So because this is a space, and these 3 characters are occupied by this icon. This UTF-8 character icon is taking 3 bits of space. So we have to discard that. I mean, we have to convert, or we have to um, we have to calculate these 3 characters equivalent to a 1 character, because these UTF-8 characters have 3 bits to represent this icon. Okay, so we will consider all these 3 characters to 1, and we will subtract 2 from the original string, and we will have our answer, I guess. Okay, so we will make an auto command. First, we have to make a constraint cursor action, constraint cursor action, constraint constraint constrain cursor. Right. So we have to constrain the cursor so that it will not go out of bounds, right? So I'm gonna return a function with this function, right? So constrain cursor. So let's add this auto command here, and this cursor move. Cursor moved, we will do constrain cursor, and what this will do, it gonna print the vim dot, API get current line, and vim get current line, right? So let's see. So there you go. So we have this current line in front of you, and now we just have to calculate the bounds. So C line is equals to vim dot, API.nvim get current line, and with this current line we will find the position of low and LB and UB. C line find, and we will find the extracted name. So, and there could be icons and maybe not. There may be some icons. Um, so if that line has some meta key, then that file system item definitely have an icon also, right? Because it is rendered from the you know it should be rendered from the file tree. So that if the file system item has the meta key, then it must have the icon. So we have to restrict that thing. So okay, so we're gonna extract the key from the C line. Regex dot key from the C line. So we will extract the key. So here we have two cases. So if we have key and if we don't have key. So if we have key, then we have to do some operations, right? Otherwise we don't have to do anything else, because AI motion will do their job correctly, because we don't have icon and we don't have meta IT, so we don't have to constrain the cursor anymore. Right. So the next thing is just to extract the name. So I'm gonna copy this thing here, and I'm gonna replace this key with the name. So we have get name, right? Yeah, we have get name, and we're gonna pass this name to here. And let's print out the LB and the UB, right? So I'm gonna open this thing, and we have 5 and 8. So I'm gonna just subtract 3. Yes, I'm gonna subtract 3 from, no, I'm gonna subtract 2 from them, like that, right? So that should be it. So let's do this thing. So let's get the cursor. So cursor position is just API nvim get cursor and view.win.win ID, right? And we can get this view from here, and if now we have to just check the bonds. So I'm gonna unpack this list, and um, row and column. So we have to do the same thing, like if row is well, we don't have to check for the row actually. We just need to check the column. So if the column is not in the bound, we have to make it in the bound. So hmm okay, so there are some things. Any chat? Nothing. So okay, then we just have to check if the column is less than the if the column is less than the lower bound, then we have to do something like api.nvim set cursor, and the cursor will be set in the win.id, and in the win id we will set the cursor position to the same row, and same row but the lower bound, right? And if the column is greater than the upper bound, then we will restrict it to, I mean, we will send the cursor to the upper bound, right? So we will constraining our cursor, right? That's it. That's all we're doing here. I'm just a little worried about the bound errors. So as you can see, I'm not able to go beyond this limit if I press A, or if I press capital A. Hmm. So I have to be careful about the vim changed also. I mean motion changed. So I'm not able to go any further here. And okay, so I have to decrease the bound a little bit. So for the column value actually, set cursor to this. So the cursor position is kind of weird, but I'm gonna do something like this, and so set cursor to 0, and column is equals to column -1. All right, set conceal +1. Indexing sometimes so weird in the Vim. I don't want this behavior actually. So I have to just I think check Vim. I have to check this thing. Vim.api.nvim. When I get cursor for the current Vim. Okay, it's at position. So let me just remove this, I mean disable this auto command for a bit and conceal that. So currently I'm in the starting of the, I mean I'm 0 0, right? So let's do this. So I'm not exactly 0 0, I'm 1 comma 0. So in Vim, row is not row should be a positive integer and column can be a 0. Makes sense. All right, then what should I do now? Hmm. Okay, now I got it. I forgot to change the lower and upper bound for that. I have to subtract 2 from them, 2 from them, 2 from them. Okay, so let's see. These are the actual bounds for us. And let's enable this thing and do set conceal level to 0 and okay, this is stuck. So it's not letting me out. Indexing is kind of weird. Hmm. VUB and row and column. So I'm gonna do this thing. So I have to check this thing. So this is the lower bound and this is the upper bound, right? 5 and 11. And lastly, on row 2 and the what is this thing? I'm on the 12th column. What? Hmm. So let me do this one more time actually. Set conceal to 0. Okay. So I have to wait a minute. So I don't want to do anything. Let me just reopen this. Okay. So set conceal and message clear. Right. Message clear. And okay. So we are at the standing position. So if I do this and this, some 5 8 and 1 3. So 5 8 and 1 3. Actually, I'm on the 0th column. 0th column, and in the 0 column we have 0, right? So this looks correct to me. Then what is the problem? So this is the 0th character, right? Okay, we are skipping 3 characters. Hmm. So 5813. Okay, guys, there is one more thing I have to check. I think someone updated the pull request. Um, or maybe the issue is updated. Let me just check. I got an email. Okay, got it. The branch is updated. Okay, this thing is correct. Okay, I have to do this thing. Wait a minute. Git status, git status. Um, we have to stash this thing out. So let's just stash hotfix, and we have to pull the branch. So git pull origin, git pull origin. Wait a minute. Head. Oh, so it's a git fetch. So I'm gonna do with this thing. Let's pull this branch and git switch to this branch, and I want to see that if the things are working correctly. So currently I'm here like assistant, like so I open this file, and if I open that fyler.nvim, you can see this file is focused now. And if I do Lua image, you can see this file is also in the focus view. That works fine. Let's try one more thing, like wizard, built-in wizard, and this is also in the focus. So seems to be working. And if I do make test, make look solid. Okay, I'm gonna merge this thing. My last freebase must broken that. I just fix it, test it, and it's working now. Okay. There are still some improvements needed, but I will proceed from, I will handle from here. Nice job. Okay, so this thing, I'm gonna merge this thing into the main, and everything looks okay. I'm gonna confirm the changes, and this branch is now merged. Okay, and the issue is closed for the auto focusing the buffer. Okay, got some time to speak. Sanshit, welcome to the live stream. Currently, I'm doing some open source work, like reviewing some PR. I just merged a PR from a contributor, and I think everything is fine. So I'm gonna remove this branch actually because I tested already. So I'm gonna switch to this branch and gonna delete this branch and pull all the latest changes. Where are those changes actually? Pull those changes. Okay, you have divergence branch. Hmm. Git pull, git fetch origin name. Git merge. Wait a minute. Hmm. I think I messed up something. Sanchit, you want to say something? Sorry, I just forgot about your chat. This thing or merging like that, right? Attach highlight to each view. Uh-oh. I don't want to do that. This thing. Okay, let me just re-clone this repo. So remove fyler.nvim .get and git clone. Git add data is fyler.nvim. If anyone want to say something or ask something, you can leave your comment in the chat. Eventually, I will read those. Filer. Let's see. Okay, now this tree looks good. This is the exact tree I want. Yeah. So this thing are looking perfect. Yeah, perfect. So okay. So let's move on to this thing. What is this? Auto command thing, right? So I'm gonna go actions, right? So this is the action m dot constrain cursor, and we just need a C line api.nvim get current line, and e is equals to regex dot get e C line, and if e, then we do something, and what we do we will extract the cursor position, api.nvim get cursor, and view.win id, and we get the view from here. And let's unpack this list actually. um what is this thing? Okay, so let's unpack the list like that, and we can row and column, we can destructure those things like that. And am I audible, guys? Looks like I'm audible. Okay. Hmm. So api.nvim cline.find. Mm, okay. String.find. Note that if plain is given, then init must be given as well. Hmm. If the pattern has capture, then in a successful match, the capture values are also returned after the two indices. Hmm. Regex.getName from the key, I mean C line, right? So let's LB UB. I'm pretty sure that they are um, file init cursor moved, right? Cursor moved, and I'm gonna go constrain cursor. Okay. So 1, 2, 3. So this is the place where the cursor should be constrained. So the bounds are 5 and 8. I mean the bounds is 5 and 8, and so we are lacking behind only with just one character. So okay. So we have the current position. So we just have to So at the correct at the correct point, the cursor is at the position 4, and the bounds are, the lower bound is 5. That means I have to decrement the value of the lower bound just by 1, and same for the upper bound, I guess. So I'm gonna do so start and end position, and we will do LB minus minus, and LB equals to LB minus 1, and UB same thing. So I think this should work right now. So as you can see, if I go 1, 2, right, let's just check this out. Okay, so the bound is 4 and we are on the cursor, I mean the bound. Okay, so perfect. I have to do the same thing. So I have to just so if the lower bound, if the column value is less than the LB is less than the lower bound, then we will move the cursor, api.nvim set cursor to view.win.win ID, and the positions are the row and the LB itself. And same thing for this thing. If call, so if the call is greater than the UB, then we will do the same thing, but we will send the cursor to the upper bound. So let's see and test this thing out. I'm gonna set the conceal level to 0, and you can see the cursor is no longer going to this and no longer going to this thing. Perfect. This is exactly what we need. We successfully finally caught you live. Do you use Hyperland? Yes, I'm using Hyperland with Arch. And Razo, welcome to the live stream, by the way. I use Arch, by the way, too. Yeah, it sounds good to me. So, where we are just, okay, we are constraining the cursor, but let me test the capital A operation. So as you can see, the capital A operation is not working as expected. I'm waiting for you to stable release this one. We are working on it. We are really working on it. Not only me, there is one more person who is working on this plugin to improve and implement some necessary features, and we are on the right track. Actually, we are just resolving some issues, and I just merged a pull request for follow current path. Now this filer will follow the current path of your buffer. Like let's say if I open the neo tree, not neo tree, if I open the config.file in my plugin, and if I open the new tree, you can see this config.lua file is automatically highlighted. So, and if I open my filer plugin, you can see this thing is now automatically highlighted, and the cursor is on the right position also. And this thing will also work on, like, if I change the file like state.lua like that, and if I open the filer again, you can see the cursor is at the correct location where it should be. Is it better than oil? It depends on your preferences actually, because if you prefer the directory level view, then there's no point of using this plugin actually, because oil does this out of the box. But if you want a tree-like structure with all the functionality of oil and Vim, then this plugin, I think the way to go, in my opinion. If I understand this one better, I will surely help you write documentation. Yeah, I literally need some documentation writer, because I'm currently so busy on implementing the core features, uh, and I haven't updated the documentation for this thing. Look, these options are not actually updated. I just implement the confirmation box. You can see, like if I delete this file, you can see this is the confirmation dialog, which shows the deletion file, but it's not in the options here. So I really need some documentation writer. And I'm happy if someone want to contribute to this project. It really helps a lot, because for a single person, this plugin, I mean, take ages to be completed. I mean, this person is so kind and so helpful. It just contributed and implements some useful features, which takes a bit of time to implement. And he done the job. Uh, he completed the task, out of the box. So sure, you can just fork the repo and update the documentation as you need. And there's one bug in the README actually. No, this bug is gone. Previously, this contributor image is not showing. Only these two images are there, but now it's rendered correctly. I don't know why. I check it a lot of time, but never found it correctly. So, okay. Anyways, we are so close to close this issue also. I'm just working on this issue actually, to make AI features. I mean, A and I are just Vim motions, which brings you start and the begin and the end of the line. So I'm just working on this thing. Like if I do conceal level to 0, if I am pressing a dollar character, you can see my cursor is no longer going to the end of this, 0 character, which should be expected behavior. And if I press a caret symbol, you can see my cursor is restrict on this file only. So I have to make things same for the insert mode. Yeah, we will definitely make it through. I know this is kind of a time consuming and challenging task. Like there are some things that I'm worried about, like Git integration and LSP integration. But don't worry, we will find a way to complete those tasks as well. Anyways, I just have to, this auto command works flawlessly. You can see my cursor is no longer going out of the bounds, so looks good to me. But there is one more thing, like if I press capital I, it going it jumped to the position before the icon, and if I press capital A, it moved the cursor to end of the line. So I have to fix this thing also. And I think this is a very simple fix in my opinion, if I'm understanding this correctly. So I have to attach another auto command, mode change, I think. So let's mode change So I think after changing the mode, okay. So I'm gonna attach this auto command to the mode also. So what we do if we open that thing and conceal level to 0, if I press, I mean capital A, hmm, there is one problem here. Like capital A gives me a little bit, you know, okay, this thing kind of annoying. What font are you using in terminal? Looks kind of nice. It's a Mona Lisa trial version. Actually, Mona Lisa is a paid font and actually is so much expensive. So I have a trial version for it. Let me show you a bit in a zoomed view. Um, down, down. So this is how this fonts looks in the terminal. Yeah, this fonts looks and feel amazing to your eyes actually, and while you are coding especially. Does the trial expires? No, it doesn't expires actually. The trial version means you don't have the bold characters. Like if there are some things like there are some places like neovim has some highlight groups to bold your characters, so it doesn't have those font family styles. Like it has only one family style, which is a regular type. We don't have bold, we don't have italic, and we don't have bold italic also in trial version. By the way, this font is so expensive, so I mean I have to I have to continue with the trial version only. So how you overcome that issue? I I I don't overcome that issue actually. I just don't need the bold characters actually. I'm comfortable with the regular ones. I know it's kind of a limitation of this font, but this font, I kind of like that font, so I'm gonna continue with this thing. Either live with it or leave it. Yeah, that's kind of a scenario. Same. Actually, uh, mm, I use so many fonts in my coding journey, but I think this is the font that I'm sticking for a very long time. I mean, about 2 or 3 months continuously, I guess. Otherwise, I will change my fonts regularly. I mean, for regular basis. But this is the font I think I like and I can stick with that. So anyways, we have to tackle the issue of this thing. I mean, why we are carrying this thing. Cursor move. Okay. Wait a minute. I'm not gonna do this thing. Cursor move I. We can attach to this auto command also. So let me do that thing and set conceal to 0. And if I do this, ah man, this is so annoying. I mean, it is good for the backtracking, but it's not good for the, I mean, backward motion is correct. I mean, literally correct. Yeah, backward motion is correct, but actual, okay. Same thing happened with me. I use change font a lot. I change once in a while, but jump back to the IBM Plex one. Yeah, I also use this font actually, and I kind of like that font also. But there are some things that I don't like about this font actually. Plex. This is a nerd font, I guess. So uh, fonts download IBM Plex. Yeah. Okay, this is Blex Mono. Yeah. Oh, oops. I accidentally downloaded, but no worries. This is a good font to stick with, actually, because I mean, some kind of clunky font, like how to say that? What's the word for this thing? I mean, there should be some box-like structure of every character for coding, in my opinion. I like that kind of a font which has some box-like characters. Like JetBrains Mono is also a good font, actually. I love the italics of, yeah, italics are so good. Actually, I think they completely change the character on italics format, I guess. The italic version are so good, actually. I found this IBM Plex Mono actually from the Deves Live video, or aka Crafts Dog. Uh, he's a great YouTuber and a great developer too. Also the author of Ink Drop. When I saw that this font, I really love it and I have to try that. So I try this and I really love that font. But when I try this font, I mean, actually I'm looking for this Mona Lisa font for a very long time, but I haven't found the correct name for this. But when I found it, I realized that it is a paid font and very, very expensive. Bash Bunny. Oh, Bash Bunny also used this font? I thought that um she uses normal Deja Vu default Ubuntu font. I'm not sure. Uh, I don't see that much content from Bash Bunny. Actually, I only see Bash Bunny content with TJ DeVries actually. Like when he teaches neovim stuff. She used to, not anymore, switch to Go or something. Oh, yeah, probably, but I'm not following her that much actually. I'm just more like a Prime and TJ DeVries follower actually. She switched to Emacs as well. Really? I mean, there are some people that are using Emacs um, nowadays because of that org mode, I guess. Like Linkerzoo also uses Emacs right now for their notes taking. I mean, I don't know why note taking is so important. I never take notes for programming things, uh, even at even once in my life, actually. I don't know. I'm not the note taking guy actually. So, anyways, I have to I have to work on this thing actually. This sucks. So let me just print out some things. Maybe that could help us. Um, I think auto command always gives us the mode change parameters to this callback. Let's see. So this is the cursor move event. So I'm gonna go end of the line. Let's see. So this is the cursor moved I. So event, okay. So if the event is cursor moved I, then we will shift our upper bound to one more, one extra bit, right? So we will shift our cursor to one extra character if the cursor change, mode is in the insert mode, right? Not gonna distract you more. Keep going. See you later. Good luck. Okay. Thank you, by the way. So let's gonna do org. All right. So if I need to just add the arg.event, if arg.event is equals to uh, what is this thing? Let's copy this thing, paste it over here. So if that's so, then I'm gonna +1, or otherwise I'm gonna do 0. Let's see if that works or not. Not sure, but looks correct. So I'm not going out of bounds. Perfect. Not going out of bounds here. I'm trying, but I can't. And by the way, okay, I can't do this also. Yeah, that makes sense actually. Perfect. Okay. And if I press capital I, works perfect. If I press capital A, it works also perfectly. So if I want to change this line, what? I'm just curious actually. What is the name at that position? API, regex dot get name the C line. So let's see. Set the conceal level and clear the messages. I want to see this thing. Okay. At that point, what is the name actually? Vim dot inspect. What? Let's do this. So we got an empty string. Oh, okay. Got it. So I think, wait a minute. So let me just do one thing. So if we have wait a minute, item name is equals to that regex here. Okay. So if we have this regex, I'm gonna pass that here. So if item name is equals to an empty string, then we gonna return that. We don't want to do anything if that thing is there. So I'm gonna do like that, so works fine. And I'm gonna do set conceal to 0. You can see everything works smooth. You can go between them, but it's not a big deal actually, because you can't go here like that and that, right? Makes sense, right? So I want to test this thing with those thing also, like that. Perfect. And by the way, I don't want the user to be, allowed to delete those icons, but I will do that later because I don't have any clear understanding how I'm gonna do that. So anyways, so let's test. Okay, okay, everything works fine. I'm gonna just need to commit this thing. So let's just commit this. So we implement this thing and we add to those auto commands. Perfect. So I'm gonna repeat, or you can say fix, add constraint cursor constraint cursor to visible, I mean visible text. Constraint cursor to visible text. Bounds. Right. This is just a temporary fix. Temporary. Okay, temporary fix. Not a perfect solution. And resolves the ticket, and the ticket number is, I think, 20. No, it's the 21. So it resolves the 21 issue. I guess so. Let's just commit this thing. Okay, so this will resolve this thing. So I'm gonna push that thing. So I think this will gonna close automatically. Yeah, perfect. So there are only 2 issues left. I think these are opened by me. So these are some advanced features like Git integration and indentation markers. I'm still working on those things. Don't have any perfect idea how I'm gonna do that. So I'm gonna read the chat for a bit. Okay, lol, I think just raised this issue today. Keep up the Neo, by the way, this is not the perfect fix actually, but I think it handles most of the cases actually that you are struggling with. I try my best, but I'm gonna, I will find a better solution for this. I think we have to remodel our rendering mechanism. Like we can use virtual text for the icons. We can convert those text to the virtual text which we don't need in the text manipulation, or like icons don't give us any kind of data. Like the important things are just the meta key. You can see here this thing is important and this name is important. Otherwise this icon is not the thing. To build up the tree, we just need these 2 things. And same thing for the Git integration. We can use just the what to say, the virtual text for the Git integration symbols. What is this project about? This is a file manager for neovim actually, inspired from fyler.nvim, but it also supports the tree view. You can see here, like if I want to delete this file, or want to rename this file, or want to create some file like something.lua, you can do that. If I press, if I save this buffer, you can see here creation, deletion, and migration. I'm creating this file, deleting this file, and migrating actions.lua to action.lua. I'm gonna discard those changes by pressing N, and I can accept those changes by pressing Y. That's the whole point of this, you know, plugin. It's just to counter the problems which Oil NVIM does actually. Oil NVIM does support only the directory level view, more like a netrw for neovim, but I think tree view is much better than the directory view to understand the whole project architecture. And Neo, there's one more thing. I don't know that you updated your plugin or not. Just like if I open a file like assistant.lua and I open the filer, you can see this file is auto-focused. Now this plugin can auto-track your auto-track your buffer paths. Like if I do wizard.lua, you can see this file is already focused in the file manager. So we are getting close to a better file manager. We work fast as we can. And by the way, thank you so much everyone to give this much love to this plugin. I mean, this plugin is not released yet, not the first release actually, and this got about 130 stars, and this is insane. This gives me motivation to working on it. I mean, even quickly. I mean, uh, these things keep me motivated to implement those features as quickly as possible. So, thanks a lot, guys. So we successfully did that thing. I just have to clean up the code base from this person PR that I just merged. The code is working fine, but there are some refinements needed. Okay, I will do that later. So that's it for this stream, guys. We successfully resolved this issue. Not in the perfect way, but this is the best we can do for now. So good night, guys. If you have any question, you can ask. I'm gonna wait for 1 minute for your chat, and then I'm gonna end this stream. All right, so no chat, I guess. So good night, guys. We will. Is there any timing for live? Um, I will be live about 9 o'clock always. I mean, it's not. I mean, I'm not a regular streamer, but if I'll be live on some day, then the timing will be 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock or about 8:30, around 8:30 or 9 o'clock. But not I'm not a regular streamer, so but the timing will be fixed, 8:30 to 9 o'clock. So I think that's it. I answered all the questions. So should I end the stream, guys? Okay, I'm gonna end the stream. So good night, guys. Take care, and we will meet in the next stream.